Have you ever wished someone had taught you about money earlier? We spent years in school learning history, science, math, but not money. No one explained how to buy a house wisely or how to make money grow. And that's where this story begins. Today, we'll talk about ideas from Robert Kiyosaki's book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, but in simple words, with real-life lessons for everyone. Ready? Let's learn what school forgot to teach us. Two dads, two ways of thinking. Robert had two dads. One was his real dad, educated, hardworking, a school teacher. The other was his best friend's dad, a businessman who never finished college but understood how money works. Both cared for him deeply, but they thought very differently. His real dad, the poor dad, said, "Study hard, get good grades, find a safe job." His rich dad said, "Study how money works, make it serve you, don't serve it forever." That was the turning point. One focused on earning, the other focused on learning. One saw money as something to get and spend. The other saw it as a tool, a game, a friend to train. What school never taught us. Think back. School taught us how to read books, but not bank statements. We learned how to write essays, but never investment plans. We took exams, but never tested how to handle debt. That's the missing subject, financial education. Without it, many people spend their life working hard, yet always worrying about bills. Imagine money like a small boat. If you don't know how to steer, waves of debt will toss you around. But if you learn the rules, you can sail anywhere you want. That's the gift of financial education, control. The two mindsets, poor dad versus rich dad. Let's see the difference very clearly. Rich dad believed money is a servant. Poor dad believed money is the boss. Ask yourself, who's in charge of your life? You or your wallet? When you control your money, you make calm choices. When money controls you, fear leads the way. Assets and liabilities, the real money game. Here's the simplest lesson from the book, and maybe the most powerful one. An asset is something that puts money in your pocket. A liability is something that takes money out. That's it. Just remember that. A rental house can be an asset if it gives you rent every month. A car can be a liability if it only takes fuel and repairs. It's not about owning expensive things. It's about owning useful things. Think of your money like little workers. If you buy an asset, those workers bring friends. If you buy a liability, those workers disappear. The power of entrepreneurship. Thinking like a builder. Rich Dad said, "Don't wish for less work. Build something that works for you." That's the spirit of entrepreneurship. It doesn't always mean starting a big company. Sometimes it means creating a small idea, selling crafts online, teaching skills, starting a simple business in your town. It's about seeing problems as opportunities. See someone struggling with a task, create a solution, and earn by helping. Every business you admire began small. Amazon once sold only books. Coca-Cola started in a small pharmacy. Great things grow from brave ideas. Even if you work a normal job, you can still think like a builder. Ask yourself, how can I create something once that keeps paying me again and again? That question builds wealth. Learning how money moves. Think of money as energy. It's always moving. It flows from people who don't understand it to those who do. When you learn how money moves, you start guiding that flow your way. Start by watching your own habits. Where does your money go each month? How much do you spend on things that bring value, and how much on things that vanish quickly? It's not about guilt. It's about awareness. Once you see the pattern, you can choose differently. Maybe start saving to buy your first asset, no matter how small. It could be one share of stock, one online tool, one skill course. That little step changes your story forever. Smart risk and leverage. Most people fear risk, but Rich Dad said the biggest risk is not learning. Risk is like fire, dangerous if you play carelessly, powerful if you respect it. And leverage? That means using tools that make you stronger. You can use other people's knowledge, time, or systems. For example, use technology to sell your ideas worldwide. Use mentors' lessons instead of repeating their mistakes. Use teamwork so you can rest while work continues. Leverage multiplies what you know, from job seeker to investor. Poor dad said, "I can't afford it." Rich dad said, "How can I afford it?" Do you hear the difference? The first sentence ends thinking. The second begins it. That simple mindset change opens doors. Instead of shutting down, you start searching for solutions. And when you start investing, your money starts working like employees. Each dollar becomes a small helper. The more you hire wisely, the more free you become. The goal is not to quit your job tomorrow. It's to stop being dependent forever. Start small, think big. Here's a truth many people forget. You don't need to be rich to start growing wealth. You need to start learning. If you invest one small coin wisely, that's better than waiting years for the perfect time. It's like planting a tree. You don't wait for the best weather ever. You plant, water, and watch it grow. Opportunities grow exactly like that tree. Learn, act, repeat. That rhythm creates success, patience, purpose, and growth. Getting rich quickly can destroy people. Getting wealthy slowly builds them. Patience is wealth's best friend. When you learn with purpose, when you grow with values, you create success that lasts. And remember, being rich is not just about money. It's about freedom. The freedom to live, create, and help others. So, what did we learn from Rich Dad, Poor Dad? School taught us to work for money. Rich Dad taught us to make money work for us. School taught us to chase safe jobs. Rich Dad taught us to create safe systems. Maybe you don't have a rich dad guiding you, but today you have rich ideas. And if you use them, your mindset will change your future. Start small, learn daily, build smart. Let your money become your teammate, not your master. Because the real goal is not only to make a living, it's to design a life. Don't just work for money, make money work for you.